Good evening, y'all. I just wanted to share this Facebook argument I had about climate change here, because I think it's a pretty crazy issue. Well, and I've got maybe a crazy theory about it. So, I hope y'all enjoy. So it starts out with this meme here. Climate change will manifest as a series of disasters viewed through phones and footage that gets closer and closer to where you live until you're the one filming it. And, this is typical of a lot of things. The easiest way to get attention online is through fear. Or that's always been the case. That's why advertisers have always used fear to sell their products. So I responded that I believe global warming is caused by internal heat flows of the Earth's core, not by human causes or CO2, which is the consensus scientific theory. And so I think there's some good evidence backing this. There's, think about volcanoes. Scientists can't study that deep into the Earth, so they just ignore it in the models. It's the problem of looking where the light is, not where the truth is. So I got ChatGPT to come up with a pretty good explanation here. Heat from the Earth's core may play a larger role in climate variability than currently acknowledged. Recent data on deep-sea volcanic activity and megaplumes suggest that periodic geothermal energy releases could be contributing to rapid ocean warming, accelerating currents, and unexpected climate anomalies. Unlike CO2-driven models, which predict gradual warming, deep-sea heat pulses could explain sudden temperature spikes that we've experienced recently. While mainstream climate science focuses on atmospheric forcing, integrating geothermal heat into models may improve predictions. Further research is needed to determine if deep Earth processes are a major climate driver or a secondary factor interacting with anthropogenic influences.
The Earth's core has molten metals. They are constantly churning like a moving ball filled with water. And when the metals churn, they create a magnetic field which protects us from the sun's radiation. This is what the magnetic field looks like, and these lines converge at the top and bottom of our planet. The topmost point is the magnetic North Pole. Now, unlike the true north or our geographic north, you can't trust the magnetic north to stay in one place. And you can blame the molten metals. They keep sloshing continuously. So the magnetic lines are never static. They're always jiggling. So the northernmost point is always on the move. This pole was first discovered in the 1800s. Back then, the pole was situated in the Canadian Arctic. Then it drifted away and moved towards Russia. This was a very slow process, but now the pole is closer to Siberia than to Canada. And this recent shift has happened at a much quicker pace. The North Pole's move has accelerated, and it's shocking scientists.
Okay, so if the North Pole is moving rapidly recently, and it's caused by these sloshing around of the molten metals in the Earth's core, then I think it's reasonable to assume that the sloshing around of those molten metals might have a natural cycle that heats the oceans at different amounts in different time periods as well. And I believe that's where most of the global warming has come from. And the full version of that theory can be seen on the site theethicalskeptic.com, which I will link to in the description.